What's going on, everyone? It's your boy James, and we are, of course, on to another project. So, taking this big old file, and this file, it's a little bit smaller, it's a little bit more aggressive. Kind of using that one as a finisher. But basically, I picked up a Go Max MZ65 style pipe for the Avenger 85, and trying to make the mating surface as flat as possible. This upper part right here definitely needs some work. We had a huge gap, so still working on this a little bit before we can get it mounted on. So unfortunately, I will not be able to use this pipe and that motor onto this bicycle. When I bought the pipe, it says in the description that you do need to use the U-bolt setup on the felt faker. Now, when I attempted to put the U-bolt, attempted to put the extendo CDH power, little extendo thing, or just like I said, just a U-bolt setup, it doesn't fit. Straight up does not fit. No way is that gonna go in there without getting a torch and bending it and making it longer and all sorts of stuff. So that kind of ended up being a wash. Not super happy about that. Tried to get a hold of Go Max, but at this point in time, they haven't gone back to me. So we are going to put an extension mount onto the Banshee Queen, and fortunately it does fit, but it's going to be effing close because it's starting to hit up onto where my gas comes out and all that jazz. So I got to move some stuff around and all that jazz, and also we got a flat tire, so we'll address that later. I'm not really sure why I'm doing this. I really shouldn't be doing this, especially since I don't have disc brakes on this bike. And yeah, you guys have seen me go pretty quick on it, and it does pretty well. But as Kevin and as many other people have said, if someone pulls out in front of you, like, I am SOL, period. So, I don't know, guys. A little frustrated, but I'm trying to keep a positive attitude. Life's just been getting a little crazy. The 1-year-old is crawling, and wow. Yeah. Crawling, standing, and probably walking here in a couple weeks. Probably by the time you guys see this video, he might already be walking. Anyways, I digress, guys. So, yeah, anyways, just stay tuned. If we do get the pipe on this bike with this motor, I don't know. Scary might be the actual word. Alrighty, everyone. I am back, and, well, we got it on there. Not the bike I wanted on, but we are on there, and we have plenty of clearance. The little doohickey that goes down the side doesn't quite line up because I bent the living bejesus out of this pipe. Got a couple battle wounds on the top. Whatever. Just paint. The only thing to note is I did put a little ding right there. But this tube is so flippin' thick, I ain't worried about it. I don't have a torch gun, so what did I do? I ended up taking my trusty heat gun, 1,000 a million uses, prop that sucker on the ground. I used my floor jack to push it apart because I just wasn't strong enough, and it went a little bit a different direction than I thought it was going to, but I can't complain, guys. It's on there, so I'll figure out a way to hopefully mount it up a little bit better onto the frame, but I'm happy with it, guys. I'm happy with it. Just a little nervous. We just won't be tearing ass on this for a little bit. But alrighty, guys, stay tuned for the ride. We're going to hook up the Bofang carburetor back onto this bike, and we're going to hit it with the 72 jet that's already in there, and we're just going to see how it goes. We'll start screwing with some carburetors here shortly, and I need to look into disc brakes and getting a new front rim. I think I actually might have a rim that might work. Anyways, so, yeah. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy James, and we are back. We are getting the Banshee Queen nice and prepped out, getting ready to rock and roll with that new MZ65 pipe from Go Max. Looking forward to it, but I'm nervous, so what are we going to do? We're going to go ahead and upgrade to disc brakes in the front before we make our next move. I've been sitting on this rim for a very long time, picked it up for only like 20 bucks at a used bike shop. Super sweet, super true. We got actual sealed bearings. be my first time running some sealed bearings, and I'm looking forward to upgrading the old Springer fork to disc brakes. I love how that Springer looks on there, and so far it's been holding up super good, super true, no issues with it at all. I don't feel unsafe with it. Actually, sometimes it kind of feels nice because it's so stiff, but I think we get some brake issues because the whole system is moving, and if that is moving, then so is the tire, right? I think that's how that works. So once we go to a disc brake system, we're going to be much more firm. That's not going to be moving at all. We'll have a lot more confidence, and we'll be a lot more safe, which that's what I'm shooting for. Don't know if this will be long-term. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to end up doing long-term because we won't be able to put disc brakes in the back unless we get an adapter, but they seem pretty cheapy. Those adapters that you can put on the back of here seem kind of cheap. I've seen some newer ones where you can slide in and they're like a little bit more machined. The best thing I think you can do, and I think Kevin's done this on his shop, is actually weld a bracket so that way you can accept the whole mount and stuff like that. That's honestly the move. I do have a welder, just need to get much more experience. So anyways, guys, stay tuned. We'll see how it goes. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy James, and we are back, and we had great success. Very much an upgrade compared to the C-clamp style brake that I did have on there. This brand is very good, and they serve me very well. I think that's not a too bad little setup, but disc brakes are definitely the way to go. I did learn a couple things. One, I did end up throwing a washer in there to give me a little bit of space for the disc and the mount. I'm actually almost flexed over completely, not all the way, where that mount can move over to the left. But that is where I should have started. What I really thought I was doing initially the right thing was I took just a couple files and started grinding where all that red is right there. And I was thinking that I was creating more space, which I did actually. It worked out pretty well. And then I took some spray paint and spray painted it, and it looked like crap. And then I took a red marker, and now it looks like that. So don't judge me too much. But then I was like, you know, I should stick a wash in there and see if I can. And I did. So that made a huge difference, guys. Moved me over just enough to where I could get good adjustment. One thing I did learn about adjusting these, what you want to do is you have this actual little actuator right here, this little silver part. Click it out a little bit and it actually will play with your pad. It will either click in or click out. So what you need to do is, I clicked it in a little bit, like 1-2 clicks, so that way the pad was squished in a little bit. Okay, the next step is then take these bolts, back them out a little bit, not so they're flopping around too much, but just a little bit where they will move just ever so slightly. Then what you want to do is you want to tighten this down completely, let that move to where it wants to move, tighten your bolts down as you hold this nice and tight, and then when you release it, you should have enough room to be able to spin the wheel freely, and everything is nice and tight and needs to be where it needs to be. This room is not 100% true, but it's really light and it's spinning super well. I Loctite everything. I ran through the Springer fork and tightened up everything. I had to tighten these guys down quite a bit, but not too bad. And then I locked them. I took a wrench and then I took a bolt, or excuse me, another wrench, and then just went the opposite way and just made it nice and tight. And what else am I missing? Oh, the brake line. So because I have to make a new brake line, I was thinking, well, I've been sitting on these parts for quite some time. New handlebars and handlebar holders. We got the nice gold, so that will raise up my hands quite a bit and give me a little bit better ergonomics, and that will be super nice. Also have some red brake line, so hopefully that will work. Not 100% sure. It looks kind of small, but I imagine it's all pretty universal. some of the tools that I used. One thing to note is I wanted to show you this exhaust. So, you know, I got quite a few miles out of it, no complaints or anything like that. Sorry, I'm gonna take you on the little tripod. Super good, but I will say it is starting to shift. I don't, where's the, I think that one right there. So if you can see that, it is shifting. And it's not the rivet itself, it's actually the steel around it. It's actually been eating away, and that was me with even using a mount. I zip tied it, which wasn't the best idea, but it was what I could do. I couldn't quite have enough space to get a bolt through there, and I was just kind of lazy. So, but over time, that definitely would have failed. So I don't know. Just food for thought. Still got quite a few miles out of there, and did pretty good, I think. Honestly, what else? Last thing on the little odometer, we got 544 miles, or excuse me, kilometers, 544 kilometers. Man, I'm not even sure how many miles I had on before, how many miles I'm going to get ahead. I just couldn't fit it on there. This just really wasn't made for this kind of a setup. I might be able to throw it on the other side, but then it would push my spacing again probably, and then mess everything up and have to do it all again. So we'll just keep it for later. Kind of a awesome little upgrade, or like a little cool little thing I like to buy every once in a while for your little motorized bicycles to keep track and all that jazz. But anyways, stay tuned, guys. Let's go ahead and keep it going, and we'll get those handlebars on. Here we go. We are back. Got the opportunity to work pretty hard on the Banshee Queen last night. Enjoyed the ride quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and start building a bag, so that way I have all the tools in one area versus having like a saddle bag. I can actually keep extra stuff in there, or just, I don't know, probably that's what I'll do with that. But I need just something that I can keep everything on one thing, especially when we go on bike rides together. Anyways, looking forward to all the goodies. Got this pipe nice and mounted up. Had this done quite a bit ago. Got a little bit of a rubber grommet thing behind there that I made out of an inner tube. So this MZ style pipe from Gomax is nice and mounted up, super strong. With the new handlebar setup, which I'm super looking forward to, guys. I went ahead and I dented the crap out of my gas tank on both sides with the other handlebars, so I made some like rubber bumpers, but I just made it with some Gorilla tape. Nice and sturdy, and you can tell that it's super sharp. It's still making like little dents into the tape, but that'll save the gas tank in long term. What else? Got a new phone mount. Super looking forward to that. It's a anti-vibrate mount, so should save the phone a little bit. It's the same brand that is on Typhon. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. Keep stepping on this spring. What else? Got the brakes nice and tightened up. Super good to go. Did some fine-tune adjusting with this. You can go ahead and adjust this. You can turn it up or down, whatever you want to do. Has an anti-back out. Also adjusted it, fine-tuned it with this guy right here. You turn it just a little bit and it adjusts your pad. So we are good to go, guys. Cleaned up the C-brake. Gave this a little bit of extra, just in case, because it's easier to pull if I ever have to adjust it. This is a pain in the butt, this one right here, compared to that disc brake. That disc brake is, I'm starting to see the way to go for everything. But anyways, I just tucked that up in there. Should be just fine. But very tight tolerances. Everything's looking super clean. I'm really excited, guys. Looking forward this way. I'm going to go ahead and work on the clutch lever. That's actually what I have mounted up right here. I'm actually going to do a little how-to video right before this, but don't worry. We're going to get a ride video in this. But these are just kind of the simple tools that I'll be using. Go over that a different time. But yeah, guys, alrighty, stay tuned. Here we go. Finally, guys, we are about to hit the road. MZ65 pipe. Disc brakes on the front. New handlebars, new phone mount, new handlebar holders, some protective measurements on the gas frame. Man, what else? Everything's adjusted. Everything's been lubed up. Got everything lubed up and cleaned up. Cleaned the crap out of this rim. So we should get a little bit more bite on the back. It's going to rain here soon. I can smell barbecue. Tighten down the head. Loctite everything. New chain tensioner. This one has better bolts on there, so went with that route. Greased it up. And Loctite on those. Okay. Gas is on. Choke is on. We're going to take it nice and easy. We're going to do a little bit of braking in on the brakes. They call it bedding in. Bedding in your brakes. Basically, you got to keep up the speed. Don't completely lock your brakes. And all that jazz, so here we go. Oh my gosh, I cannot hear myself. Well, that paint job did not last long, did it? Alrighty guys, we're back. Sorry, I just cut up. I literally just stopped and we lost a whole bunch of paint. What can you say? So that was epic. I thought that was pretty fun. Oh man, I literally just cleaned it too, and she's all falling apart on me. She's smoking hot, obviously. Max speed of 48 downhill, and we went 11.48 miles total. Held up pretty good. It's just a whole night and day difference with the disc brakes on there, guys. Cannot speak enough about those. It's just totally different. Yes, thank you guys for pushing for that. Happy I did it. Recommend it. All the wires held up super good. That is hot. Let's see how hot is she. How hot's the motor? Oh, she is smoking, guys. She is on fire. Oh man, I think we might have blew the head gasket. We're leaking somewhere, actually. I'm not really sure where. See right there. But yeah, pretty fun, guys. Stay tuned for next time. And wow, that was just epic. Nothing else to say. Thank you so much.